my name's Don Cobb. I live in Kingsport, Tennessee, and we got a couple old rat rods, and I like building them. This come off of a garden rake. I might have showed you that. I don't know. It come off of
your gas can, right?
Yeah, that's where my gas cap is. When I stick it in there, start all over here. So it should be at the bottom of the tank right there, and I pull it out. So I got almost a whole tank of gas. So I'm doing good on that. I can go pretty good ways on that, man. These are tail lights off of an old school bus. Back in probably the 20s, 30s. Little oil can, I forgot and left it on there, so I thought I'd just... And these come off a horse and buggy. Little steps. Of course, I didn't have a spare tire, so I ended up getting me a fill bed pipe. Made a pretty good spare there and everything. And,
you gotta have your moonshine.
Got my moonshine can here. That's a little additive to my gas, because, you know, gas is not kind of weak, you know. And a little additive to it. A little decoration here, and now, of course, you got my radio. You got my radio there. I put it behind my rat trap there, kind of. And then my speakers are in headlights back here in the back. The headlight buckets back there. And then I got my well bucket there, used for my headrest. And my little lanterns here, I'm going to hook them up. We'll have my little inside light there, and got my lawn chairs from back in the 50s. Here, and my little old gas gauge here from back in the 1900s, and we got my mowing machine seats. They sit pretty comfortable, yeah. Go ahead, yeah. They sit pretty comfortable. Got my other little phone here in case somebody wants to talk to me the other side while I'm driving, because these things make so much noise when you run down the road, you know, everything. Got my little changer. Sometimes I go down to antique stores around town, and I'll put a dime or a nickel and I'll shake it around. Of course, they all know me down there, so it's kind of
your riding companions there.
Yeah, little bitty boop there. She hangs around with me and I rides around. Yeah, got all my old signs here. Got me another horn here. I use it in parades all the time. It's a pretty good horn. I use it in the parades there. Now this is an old feed scoop here, and I use it as a glove compartment. I kind of keep it locked in case I want to put little valuables in there. Yeah, I got a little old grasshopper there made out of a railroad spike. I thought I'd let him ride around with me. A little cowbell there to catch my Coke lids when I open my drinks and going down the road and can't catch them so they don't fall on the floor. Got this lock here comes from a state sanatorium. I told them that they give it to me to let me out, so I get a kick out of that. So anyway, got the wrenches going on here. You know, I got wrenches for my mirrors. I got wrenches just hanging around all over the car. And of course, you know, supports for the shocks. That's my wrenches are on that. And got me no plug in here, you know, if I want to charge something up, my battery, or, you know, run my light here or something, you know. And of course, I don't leave my little crosses out. I like them, you know. I like a little decoration on that. And it's the steel toes out of my shoes. And I found an old mowing machine, took those off of it. A little sickle runs through. Of course, this is going to be my windshield washer here. Get it fixed up. Yeah, some little cut-offs here. This holds my shroud down over my fan and everything. And got my headlights here. They come off a 32 Ford, but they're reproduction. This is a 46 Chevrolet grill. I have a 46 Chevrolet truck. The front axle's out of a 46 Chevrolet truck. The bumper's off of a 40 Chevrolet car. And of course, I put me some garden rakes there. Ain't many bumpers come with them garden rakes on them. You know, they kind of unique. Little skull here I made about a couple of years ago. Made it out of a horn cap. Kind of squeezed it together a little bit. Put me some goggles on it. And I took some concrete nails and made the teeth. And then I put me some wrenches or crossbones. A little kerosene can there. That's my overflow from my radiator and stuff. And of course, I couldn't leave my nutcracker dog out, you know. Put the nutcracker dog there. This is just kind of a dummy shroud there. It's not nothing. Goes to anything. I just put it on there for looks. Now this come off a patio burner, a big old burner I had. I took and put 2 breathers in it, filters, and This is a bullhorn here. They call the bulls and stuff, cows. And, I turn the switch on, I'll let you hear it blow.
I'm just getting tired of for some good side.
Hey, what about this storm I heard you got into?
What?
Yeah, Cuff called me one night. He said, "Go me and Don going up trail to do. We'll meet you up there."
Oh,
and I looked out and he looked like going there and I said, I ain't going up there. He said,
One like Don's got over there.
Of
Of course, I made my stern wheel out with a chain. I put it around a 5-gallon bucket, welded it together, took another old stern wheel and beat all the plastic off it where I could get the forks and stuff, you know.
they look like rats scattered.
This is just a speedometer. All that other went bad, so I put me another speedometer and put a little can around it there. And got a little ink right there. And this is my changer where I go through pals or somewhere on something. I was looking for armrests, so I couldn't find anything, so I just took a little bit of tubing there, you know, and sorted me something together. Worked out pretty good. And if I want to go fishing, there's my bait there, a bait in there, fishing poles inside.
Like the lock.
Yeah. Oh, I call that the outhouse lock, you know? Yeah. But, yeah, and I made this spider about 3 days ago. For the parade, I took 2 caps come out of an old barrel, you know, where you screw down and salt the hose up in the barrel, and then took some nails welded on it. Kind of made that.
His name's Don Newbury. I live in Churchill, Tennessee. And I just love building things. I've built all kinds of things over the years. Probably are unusual to a lot of people. He's on a linear actuator. His eyes are diode, LED diode, 12 volts. And then in the back, this is an old manure spreader from the 20s. I utilized the slinger. It's on a remote. I love robotics. I use a lot of linear actuators and remotes and things they build and make. That to me is what makes it fun.
Ground speed.